Alright, Super Troops. So this is what we got so far. Um, I've actually applied the sanding sealer by spraying it on here. So I got a quick coat on, and I'm waiting for it to dry. Now, one thing that has kind of set us back for this is that today it kind of rained, so there was a high humidity. So one thing when you got to be careful when you're refinishing is that you really want to only spray. So I sprayed this on. I don't really believe in using a brush to apply a top coat or a sanding coat. But right now we're just at the sanding coat. The sanding sealer makes it easier to sand and then to lock in your first finish. Um, and then you can get a really fine, you can get a really smooth touch to it. So earlier, when I looked at this, I thought this piece was made out of mahogany. And after kind of looking at it for the past couple of days, I think what happened is that this is actually, the drawer is made out of mahogany, but the rest of the piece is walnut. So that's why originally I think when I did this video, because originally when I found this piece, this wasn't painted in red. All this was painted in red. So you can see from the, and I think that's why they probably painted it, because to really get the two different pieces of wood to match, it might have been a little bit of a challenge. So, um, you know, usually with all of these types of tables, bed tables, the drawers are always the standard size. So what I'm suspecting is that this drawer actually may have came from another piece, and it just happened to fit this one, and they went with it. But I don't believe that this drawer originally belonged to this piece, because there are definitely two different types of wood here. This looks like a mahogany, and this looks like a walnut. But that's all right. I still like it, and it was free. I found this, like I said, I found this in an alley when I used to live in the Ukrainian village. So you can't really beat free. So yeah, well, other than what I'm spending on to refinish this, so that's the trade-off. The cost of actually purchasing a piece of furniture that you kind of like, and like I said, for me, this one kind of fell out of the sky, even though it's a French, it has a French design versus an English design, which is what my bed is. But the color, I still feel confident that the color of the stain is really going to work well with my bed, because for my bed, I have an oriental pattern for my custom duvet cover, which I did make, and so myself, a lot of people do ask me that. Like I said, I do have a very unique duvet cover, and I think, once, so I'm going to let this sanding sealer dry overnight just to be safe, because there is some high humidity today, and I want to make sure that it's absolutely dry. And I'm going to wet sand this and then make it real smooth. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over with another, then we're going to come over with another stain to kind of glaze it up with this walnut dark finish, to kind of give us that even monolithic look that I would really like to see off the top, to kind of cover some of the bad spots that are in the wood where you can see it's real light in here. So I want to try to blend all this in to get a nice even look. And then also we're gonna wet sand this, get a smooth top. So usually for my finishes, I like to say I like them to be smooth as a baby's ass, just very soft. And when you rub your fingers on it, it's something that it feels like it's glass on the top. So that's our next step. This is where we're at so far. That's it.